Hello YouTube. I just finished the book of 2nd Chronicles, and I'm beginning to celebrate that I'm nearing the end of the books of history. In the New Oxford Annotated Bible, they call the Old Testament the Hebrew Bible, seemingly out of respect, but they put the books of Chronicles directly after the books of Kings, like any other Christian Bible. You know, it's not at the end of Ketuvim like it would be in an actual Hebrew Bible. And in chapter 35 of 2nd Chronicles, regarding Josiah's remembrance of the Passover, I came across something pretty interesting. This is from verse 1 and verses 10 through 13 of 2nd Chronicles 35. Josiah kept a Passover to the Lord in Jerusalem. They slaughtered the Passover lamb on the 14th day of the first month. When the service had been prepared for, the priests stood in their place, and the Levites in their divisions according to the king's command. They slaughtered the Passover lamb, and the priests dashed the blood that they received from them, while the Levites did the skinning. They set aside the burnt offerings so that they might distribute them according to the groupings of the ancestral houses of the people, to offer to the Lord as is written in the book of Moses. And they did the same with the bulls. They boiled the Passover lamb with fire according to the ordinance. And they boiled the holy offerings in pots, in cauldrons, and in pans, and carried them quickly to all the people. So did you catch that in verse 13? They boiled the Passover lamb with fire. Now, the New Revised Standard Version actually says roasted the Passover lamb with fire. But the Hebrew word used here is bashal, and it's most often translated in the New American Standard Bible as boil, boils, or boiled. In fact, in the exact same verse regarding they boiled the holy offerings, it's the exact same word. And in the New American Standard Bible, it's translated roasted in exactly one place, right here. They intentionally mistranslate the word in order for the passage to make more sense. Now, why would the chronicler say that they boiled the Passover lamb with fire? This is from Exodus chapter 12, verses 5 through 9. These are instructions regarding the Passover lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a year-old, male. You may take it from the sheep or from the goats. You shall keep it until the 14th day of this month. Then the assembled congregation of Israel shall slaughter it at twilight. They shall take some of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts and the lintel of the houses in which they eat it. They shall eat the lamb that same night. They shall eat it roasted over the fire with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. Do not eat any of it raw or boiled in water, but roasted over the fire with its head, legs, and inner organs. So when it says to not boil it in water, the exact same word is used, and a different word is used for roasted. So don't boil the Passover lamb. This is from Deuteronomy chapter 16, verses 5 through 7. You are not permitted to offer the Passover sacrifice within any of your towns that the Lord your God is giving you, but at the place that the Lord your God will choose as a dwelling for his name. Only there shall you offer the Passover sacrifice, in the evening at sunset, the time of the day when you departed from Egypt. You shall boil it and eat it at the place that the Lord your God will choose. The next morning you may go back to your tents. You're supposed to boil it now. And again, the exact same word is used, bashal. It means boil. But again, the New Revised Standard Version that I'm reading says you shall cook it. And the New American Standard Bible translate bashal as cook in exactly one place, right here. So again, they're intentionally mistranslating this in order for it to make more sense, because we have 2 contradictory commands from God here. One, don't boil the Passover lamb, roast it over the fire. 2, boil the Passover lamb. So what the chronicler actually did is they noticed this mistake and they merged the two traditions together. See, trying to create harmony here actually only highlighted the disharmony between the two instructions. So that's how we end up with boiling the Passover lamb with fire. Just thought that would be interesting. And I'm going to make another video about how the chronicler sees things and tends to create their own synthesis.